Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadia Malik and I blog at speakingofsense.com. I talk about everything that is related to money management and also I teach people how they can live a debt-free life. The topic for today's video is going to be the continuation from my previous video because I have been talking about the stimulus packages that have been released for people by the government, and I have already talked about the first phase of stimulus checks that has been gone out for the relief of the people, and that is in my previous video. You can check that out. I can leave the link in the description, and you can go ahead and watch that video. But if you have already watched that video, I am going to be discussing in today's video some of the additional um, stimulus perks that government is offering, and these are more tended towards the individual people. And you can find out what are the relief packages that are available for you and try and uh, get the most out of them. I'm going to be making another video where I'm going to be talking about different relief packages for the businesses, but that is going to be in my another video, so keep a lookout for that video. But today I'm just going to be talking about the individual relief packages or the individual perks that you can expect from the government. So let's go ahead and start the video. The first one that I want to talk about is the unemployment insurance programs. The law that has been passed, it's called the CARES Act law, and that provides unemployment insurance to more people and for a longer period of time. So workers who lose their jobs due to coronavirus can receive unemployment for 39 weeks, which is 13 weeks longer than usual in most states. Also, government has expanded the types of workers who are eligible for unemployment. So they can include independent contractors, gig workers, freelancers, and the people who have been furloughed. Additionally, the federal government is also adding $600 per week benefits until July 31st, 2020. Number two, there is an extension in the date where you can actually file your federal income taxes. So the deadline for the filing tax returns for 2019 has been officially pushed back 3 months until July 15 because there is so much chaos going on and they know that people cannot file taxes right now. That's not the first thing that's in their minds right now. So the extension also applies to the tax payments owed for 2019. People who use the extension will not incur any late fees. So you have to keep that in mind. There will be no late fees, and they also do not need to file extra paperwork. So the third one that is very common, and most of the people are gonna be having problems with this one is the one that they are providing the relief from rent and mortgage payment. So homeowners who have federally backed mortgages and who are experiencing any financial hardship due to the loss of the job, they can request the forbearance for up to 80 days. But the one thing that you have to make sure is that you have to have the proof that you lost the job during this pandemic or during this coronavirus time period. The good thing about this relief package is that borrowers will not incur any late fees or penalties or any interest due to making their mortgage payments late. So, to receive this deferral, you do not have to prove the condition of your finances, you only have to attest to it. So, you have to contact your loan service provider to have your payments postponed. You can also request an additional 180 days of mortgage relief if needed. Number four, there is a relief package for small businesses, and that is called Paycheck Protection Program. We have to remember that on April 16th, this program actually ran out of funds to offer to small businesses. However, on April 24th, President signed into another law where it started providing relief for during this pandemic, and the amount that was included in this fund was actually 310 billion. So this program actually provides loans to small businesses of 2.5 times their average monthly payroll costs, up to 10 million. The goal of this program is to incentivize businesses with 500 or fewer employees to continue employing people. So they do not want to actually lose their jobs that are related to these small businesses. In turn, businesses that maintain their full-time workforce and payroll will be forgiven the part of their loan that amounts to 8 weeks of their payroll costs. Interest on the part of the loan that is not forgiven is fixed at 1%, though. You have to keep that in mind. And the loan will be due in 2 years, and payments are deferred for 6 months. And the good thing about this PPP loan is that sole proprietors, independent contractors, and self employed individuals are also eligible for this loan. And to receive a PPP loan, you do not need to have been denied credit elsewhere. You also do not need to sign a personal guarantee or put up collateral. To apply, you'll need to contact an existing SBA 7A lender or any federally insured depository institution. It can be a federally insured credit union or a farm credit system institution that is participating. So I'm going to leave the link in the description where you can find the list of all the institutions that are taking part in it, and you can go ahead and check that out. One thing that you need to pay attention, or one thing that you have to keep in mind, that this PPP is expected to run until June 30th, 2020. And you have to keep that in mind if you need to apply for this relief package, or if you fall in the category that can apply for this one. So the fifth and the last one I'm going to be talking about is called Economic Injury Disaster Loans, and you can also find it under EIDLs. The coronavirus fund that was signed by the president around April 24th, there was a major part of that 60 billion in funding, and 10 billion of that package goes towards this one, this economic injury disaster loans. This EIDL loans is best for small businesses relief and the businesses who are in crisis because of this coronavirus. So if you are any of the small businesses, you need to know that the SBA, the Small Business Administration, will be approving these EIDLs based on your credit score, while the loans up to 200,000 do not require a personal guarantee. So it is only going to be based on the credit score. These loans are available for up to 2 million to businesses with fewer than 500 employees, nonprofits, sole proprietors, independent contractors, tribal businesses, and more. The only thing that you need to pay attention is that you must have been in business by January 31st, 2020. Only then you can apply for this relief package. The payment is deferred for 1 year from the date of the loan, and the term of EIDLs are 30 years and 3.7% interest, or 2.75% for nonprofits. It's also good to know that the new law provides for cash advance for up to $10,000. If you use the money to cover paid leave, payroll, increased costs due to coronavirus, and more, the money will be forgiven and considered a grant. If you fall in any of the categories, I'm going to be leaving the link to the SBA's website where you can go and see if you qualify for this one, or you can apply it over there. So I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box. This is it for today's video. We went over 5 different stimulus packages that are available for the small businesses. If you fall in any of those categories, you should go ahead and check the website. I'm going to be leaving the important links that I discussed in the video in the description box, and I hope those are helpful. This is it for today's video. We went over 5 relief packages that are offered to small businesses. I am going to be making another video where I'm going to be discussing more relief packages that are geared towards individuals. So keep a lookout for that video. And also you can go ahead and check my previous video where I am talking about the stimulus checks that have already been given out. And if you haven't applied for those, May 5th is the deadline for those ones. You can check out the IRS websites on the status of those stimulus checks. But definitely go ahead and check if you were eligible for those stimulus checks, and also how much are you going to receive from those stimulus checks. That is in my previous video. I'm going to be talking about more resources and whatever help that is offered by government, and I'm going to be making those videos as soon as I get all the information. I hope these videos help and most of you can get through this financial crisis that we are going through. Hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching me.